Yes, you can wear dresses and skirts in the winter and still stay warm. I'm going to show you how. If you are new to my channel, I'm Ina Cecilia with The Little Way. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel for more homemaking inspiration, Catholic style inspiration, and overall encouragement for women, wives, and mothers as you go through your day-to-day. I firmly believe in what Saint Therese of Lisieux taught, the little flower. She taught about the little way and how we can glorify God through simple little things that we do in our everyday. We don't have to go on these crazy big mission trips every other year or completely sell every little thing we have and live on the streets in order to show God that we are doing His will. We can do His will by doing exactly what we're doing, serving our families, serving our community, and through prayer, quite honestly. All right, so I wanted to share a video with different outfit ideas because I know that has been really popular with my audience lately, and thank you again if you've been following along. So here I wanted to show how I would get dressed to wear skirts and dresses when it's really cold. For context, I live above 7,000 feet. I live in the mountains and we do get snows. We get snows that are sometimes 5 feet high overnight, but I also live in Southern California and it's been a really, really mild winter. So I am very thankful for that because I hate driving in snow. So that's why you'll notice I'm on my balcony outside of my bedroom. We are in a fixer-upper, so that's why you'll see it's not perfect. I have faded paint and we definitely need to redo that deck, but I'm experimenting with light and where I could record with 4 children and a dog. It gets really tricky because there is very little space. We live in a small home, so I want to be mindful that my family lives here too. It's not just a recording studio. Anyway, it got really windy, so you may laugh throughout the video to see the wind pick up, and I had to pause and re-record or edit a lot because my stuff in the background, my little room divider and my tree kept knocking over. Okay, here I'm going to walk you through what I put on. So I had 2 pairs of tights. 2 pairs of pantyhose or stockings underneath these leggings. I wore these Halloween socks so they would stand out and you could see them. Yes, I had a hole in my toes in my tights, and I don't care because I'm a mom and that's just what happens. And it sometimes gets hard to put yourself first and to replace some of these things, especially if you're just like, I'll do it tomorrow. But I would wear those Halloween socks because no one's going to see them with my boots. And then I wore a slip for modesty, but I do have some opinions on slips and I'll go over that in another video. This dress I love because it is wrinkle resistant. It goes with so many things. It's very basic. And underneath, I wore a white thin turtleneck. It is what's called the paper thin. I forgot what Everlane calls it, but I love the brand Everlane and I bought a lot of their stuff a few years ago and they have really stood the test of time. They're good quality. They use good organic materials and this turtleneck is not suffocating. I wore that turtleneck over a skin colored, it's like a leotard. And so it has button enclosures on the bottom so I can use the powder room, but it is also warm. So I wore that layer underneath the dress, 2 whole layers underneath. And then I wore a cardigan over everything. And I was really, really warm. And then, the boots help to stay cozy. I put a coat over it and I can take that coat off anytime. Something I want to point out is that I try to be very intentional about what I wear underneath and what pieces I select with winter in mind because I don't want to look like a marshmallow. I don't want to feel like the only way for me to stay warm is if I look like I am wearing, pillows around my waist and I lose my girlish figure or my womanly figure, if you will. I want to still feel feminine and beautiful, and I don't want to have to give up my sense of style because that is important to me. I like to feel, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel confident. So I had to let my dog back in because my dog was getting way too excited. And my daughter, she wanted to be part of this video. And I love having my children in my videos here and there, but I just knew that it may detract from what I'm trying to teach, which is that is the outfit, is to show that if when you shop, you think about how can this transition into winter? If let's say you're buying it in July, can I wear this with layers in December? And if you're buying a piece in December, thinking about, is this something that I can still take out during the summer hottest seasons where it's over 100 degrees? And if it does fit that bill, some people don't really care about that, but I know a lot of people do, then it sounds like it's a good purchase that will withstand the test of time, and you'll be really glad. You'll feel like your cost per wear was really worth it. Now, one thing that I know some people are wondering is, why should I care about this? And I am going to talk a lot about this in my free 3-day style challenge, which if you haven't signed up already, please check out the link in the description box below. We will meet for 1 hour each day on Zoom, and we're going to talk about how you dress glorifies God or perhaps doesn't, and how it's not just a vain pursuit. Putting on clothing is not just about covering your body, so put on whatever, whenever. What you wear can be a pathway to evangelization. It can be a way that people feel like they feel more comfortable talking to you, or that they're guaranteed, hey, she looks nice. I bet you that she's friendly and I will get a warm reception from this person. So there's way more to unpack, which I'll get into later, but I wanted to show you my next outfit. This is another Everlane purchase that was 100% cashmere, and I loved the basic. It's sort of an oatmeal color. It is not a full turtleneck, but it's also not a mock neck. It's kind of in the middle. And if you are very sensitive to some of these fibers, this is why it is especially important to have some good layering pieces underneath that are not too thick, that don't make you feel like you can't move. You still want to be able to do your everyday things that you do while staying warm without feeling like you can barely move your arms and barely move your legs. This is a vintage wool skirt that I found at a thrift store. The outside is 100% wool and the inside is some polyester, just to, again, it's like that slip material that just so that the wool doesn't hug to your legs and you can move around. It serves the skirt and serves you much better. I remembered this was, I think, the second full-length, maxi-length wool skirt that I bought, and I fell in love with it. I love wool skirts so much. I'm sad that I can't wear them in the summertime because I would. I know that some people say, well, you can wear wool all year long, but it just gets way too hot. And I was really happy about this wool skirt that I found at a thrift store recently, right before I made this video. So I'll tell you about that shortly. But I want to move on to this next outfit. Again, same things that I'm wearing underneath. That t-shirt, thin, long sleeve. I'm wearing the boots. I'm wearing the leggings over the tights. And now I'm wearing a flowy green floral dress with a green sweater over it. And it follows the rule of threes. I have the green, the white, and the black. The greens don't completely go together perfectly, but I think it still went well. And the contrast, the fact that it wasn't a perfect pairing, I sort of like that juxtaposition. But this just shows you can transition your spring wardrobe into winter. Okay, this outfit, this vest was too big. I could alter it to make it more feminine, but I bought it originally for my husband when we dressed up for Halloween because he was Mr. McGregor from Peter Rabbit and it was too small on him. But I wanted to pair it with this because my family and I watched an old version of Call of the Wild by Jack London. We watched a movie version, and in that film, there was a character, and it was played by the actress who plays Sloane in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Anyway, in this movie, her name's Jessie, and she dressed exactly like this. And I just love the way she dressed. I just love that it gave prairie vibes. I wore this brooch. I wore this puffy blouse underneath. I loved wearing my little boots and my hair in a bun. I definitely felt like I was an old librarian. And you know I'm a librarian by day, so it doesn't surprise you that I love this style. Here I'm sharing what I wore for Christmas Eve Mass and Christmas Day. It is this vintage blazer that looks like a 90s rug. And I wore this velvet green maxi dress underneath that was so comfortable. Honestly, I don't even care that it's technically the Christmas season as a Catholic, but I don't even care that it's not Christmas Day anymore. I would still wear this out. I still think it is adorable. This outfit is bump friendly, so I love buying outfits where I don't know what God has in store for me, and I may be pregnant again one day and I can still wear it. Okay, and as New Year's Eve approaches, I wanted to show you this skirt. It has the same cut as the wool skirt I was wearing earlier, but it is black and it is that formal material. I think this is a really good New Year's Eve outfit if you're going somewhere. It just drapes so nicely. It's so elegant. And I wore this button-down shirt, this blouse underneath that's just a cream color. You can also I wore this skin-colored tighter top underneath. And that's another outfit if you want something more form-fitting. I probably wouldn't wear it just this because I thought it was a little too tight. But I also wanted to show I have a his and hers jacket, this big coat that I'm wearing here. My husband has one and we inherited from his grandparents. And so if you have big jackets like this is one way you can style it. I don't wear it often because it is quite heavy, but if you live somewhere very cold, you can still style it to be really, really cute in a formal setting and not feel like you look like an Eskimo. So I encourage you to wear what you have. It's another thing we talk about in my 3-day challenge coming up. For those of you who wonder if I wear skirts and dresses while lounging around the house, yes, I do. This is proof of it. And I even wear it when I go working out, going for walks in my neighborhood, which you'll see in the video that I have shortly. All right, I wanted to take a moment to show you that I am on my morning walk, my rosary, and I am wearing my dress. Because I've said it before and I will say it again, I think you can wear dresses when you walk, when you work out, when you garden, when you do a lot of things. So I challenge you to try it. Maybe you're wearing the wrong dress. And maybe, of course, that ball gown or your wedding dress is not the right thing. I'm just being funny and facetious, but I mean, there's so many dresses that have so much mobility, and it makes you also wonder if you need as much mobility as you think. I think if we've grown up in a culture where just catching my breath here, sorry, there's a lot of hills up in the mountains. We grew up in a culture where you played sports that required a lot of flexibility, and it was a hindrance to wear extra fabric, then of course we're gonna think any extra layers is going to impact negatively whether or not we can work out. But it's a lie. I mean, I'm just walking here, and even if I did stretches, you can still wear skirts and dresses and look perfectly feminine, modest, and beautiful, and nobody cares. No one's out here. Take a look. No one here cares that I'm wearing a dress and think that I'm a weirdo. If anything, I just greet them good morning and move on. And there's a lot of wisdom in that, I think, to just think. It's very humbling to remember not everyone's looking at you. Fewer people care about what you wear and what you're doing than you think. So
that reminder is great. All right, let's hop back into the video.
All right, my next outfit, this is a wool pencil skirt that I bought. This was the first long wool skirt that I ever got, and I love this camel color. It definitely has the autumn vibes that I love, and even though it's not autumn, I still wear it because I like to wear it to work, I like to wear it to mass, and I feel like it has that more business attire. It is a lot more formal and I enjoy that, and I wanted to show what it looks like when I have these colors. This sweater, you can tuck it in, I tuck it out, I do just a little front tuck, and I like how it looks with these boots. I mean, depending on who you're talking to, some people don't like this look. They think that my skirt's too short for boots like this, but I really like that look, that it's not perfect. And then this is one of my favorite knitted sweaters. I love the fit of this navy sweater, and I just think that these colors pair really well together. Right before I recorded this audio, I was searching on eBay for other wool skirts like this one, and I found a black one that I really liked, and I haven't bought it yet. But then I went to a thrift store in town and I found the exact one my size for $2.40. It was originally $3, but we had a locals discount. So I was really glad that I found it. It was like God was telling me, hey, I'm here to answer your prayers. And then in this video, I have this crocheted vest that my husband doesn't love, but I really like it. This next look, I know there's a lot of people who really enjoy stripes and they love minimal color palettes. I like the way that the black and white pair with this camel color. I think that it is timeless, and I love the oversized look of these stripes. I think that we as a culture have fixated too much for at least the past 20 years, if not more, on whether or not stripes are slimming. And a rule that I've always had is if you have very slim stripes, they're not these big blocky stripes, it does not have the same effect as if you were to wear these bigger, thicker stripes that do make you look wider. But as you'll see again in this shorter dress, same thing. I think if you like stripes, just wear them. This dress is shorter. I have gravitated more to maxi skirts and dresses, but this one is so comfortable. I wear this to bed, I wear this to do chores, and I do like to wear the leggings underneath. And then here comes this blazer once again, but with a different outfit, a different color palette, these lighter colors. Again, I could wear this whenever and I still think it looks beautiful. I don't care that it's not the holiday season. I don't care that I look like Aladdin's carpet. All right, if you haven't already, please sign up for my 3-day challenge so you can spend more time with me and talk about all things style, all things faith. I think you will really love everything you learn and the community we build. And coming soon in the new year, you will definitely want to take part in the Mary and Elizabeth community. I know you will enjoy it. We will all grow together in faith and womanhood. I can't wait to see you there. Thank you and God bless.